And they're off. And the first to show in front as they race across towards the first fence is Glenard Lad. Glenard Lad showing just ahead of Tamer's Run second, with Master Julian third on the outside of Carousel. These are being followed by Moy Glen as they race now towards the second. And a faller at the first was Final Brief. As they come now towards the second, Tamer's Run has moved up to head Glenard Lad, with on their outside Master Julian. This trio in front of Moy Glen, Carousel on the inside, and they're being followed by Lineker. Racing on now towards the fence that'll take them up towards the stands. And coming now to approach it. And safely over in the lead, Tamer's Run, showing in front of Glenard Lad, with running in third place on the near side is Master Julian. After Master Julian comes Moy Glen, and then there's a break to Carousel, who's fifth. Following this group then is Lineker, with Davy Boston and Camden Court and Push Gently, with the back marker Enfant Terrible as they race onto the fence, taking them away from the stand, and the riderless horse just going across the path of the leading Tamer's Run. Glenard Lad is next with Master Julian, Moy Glen on the inside, and then Lineker, Carousel and Davy Boston, followed by Push Gently and Camden Court, and Enfant Terrible brings up the rear. Turning now to race on to the next, which is fence number 5, as they race away from the stands and down the far side. Tamer's Run in the lead by a couple of lengths to, in second place, Glenard Lad. Moy Glen is third, and they're followed in fourth place by Lineker and Moy Glen in company with Davy Boston, and then comes Carousel, Push Gently, a break of half a dozen lengths to Camden Court, who's last but one, with the back marker Enfant Terrible. Racing on now, downhill on the far side. Could run to the next, and on reappearing, it's still Tamer's Run with a lead of 6 lengths over Glenard Lad. Moy Glen a length back in third, Davy Boston 4. Lineker comes next, being followed by Carousel. And then comes Master Julian, Push Gently in Camden Court, and they're clear of Enfant Terrible. Racing on down the far side now, they've got 8 fences left to jump in the Bishopscourt Cup. And it's Tamer's Run from, in second place, Glenard Lad. A faller there was Moy Glen. And racing across the far side, Tamer's Run is in the lead by just over 2 lengths. Glenard Lad is racing second. A bit of a break then to Davy Boston, improving to dispute the third with Master Julian. Fifth place is Lineker, and then there's a break to Push Gently, Carousel and Camden Court. Right across from the stands, the next 3 fences down the back. 7 in all left to jump. Tamer's Run leads by 2 lengths. Second is Glenard Lad, Davy Boston 3 and Master Julian 4. Lineker makes a bit of ground on the inside, a close fifth, and then there's a break to Push Gently, Carousel and Camden Court. 6 from the finish, Tamer's Run. Glenard Lad, a bad mistake in second, but holds on to that position as Lineker and Davy Boston dispute the third and fourth, and fifth is improving Push Gently, but going to the final regulation now. Tamer's Run from Glenard Lad in third, Davy Boston. Lineker is fourth. A break then to Master Julian, Push Gently and Camden Court. But Tamer's Run with the lead of 3 lengths as they swing on the far side with less than 3/4 of a mile to go. Tamer's Run 2.5 in front of Glenard Lad, close behind Lineker and Davy Boston. A break to Push Gently. Then Master Julian and Camden Court. So racing on now to the fourth from the finish. Tamer's Run, Glenard Lad, Lineker and Davy Boston. They're the leading quartet as they come to this one. 4 from the finish. Tamer's Run from Glenard Lad, Lineker, Davy Boston. A break of 6 lengths to Camden Court and Push Gently. They've 3 fences left to go now, and it's Tamer's Run in the lead from Glenard Lad. Third is Lineker. Camden Court beginning to make a bit of ground behind them, and Davy Boston right with them on the outside. 2 left to jump now. Tamer's Run by just over a length to Glenard Lad. Lineker trying hard to close in third, and they're 4 in front of Camden Court. 2 left to jump. Tamer's Run from Glenard Lad. In third is Lineker, and a break to Camden Court. They're on the run now to the final fence. Tamer's Run, Lineker, Glenard Lad in between them. Not much between the three are now as they face up to the final fence, and Lineker on the near side goes into the lead. In second, Glenard Lad with Tamer's Run and Camden Court 4. Coming down to the final fence now, and it's Lineker going to rise in front. Lineker over the last. Glenard Lad and Tamer's Run in second and third, but it's Lineker now by 3 to 4 lengths and striding up to the finish. Lineker wins the opening race of the Punchestown Festival for Greg Hofford and Neil McGrath. Lineker wins it by 5 to 6 lengths. Glenard Lad is second. Third is Tamer's Run, and Camden Court is fourth.